Me to put a video together to talk about a free feature in Virtual DJ called Cloud Lists. Just want to chat a bit about what they are, how to set them up, and how we can use them. Before we begin, go ahead and expand the list and advice folder. You should see the Cloud List folder underneath. If not, it's okay. Click this little white dot down here and reset your root folders. This will bring back all of the folders from when you first installed Virtual DJ. Well, what is a Cloud List? A Cloud List, think of it as a playlist. You create a cloud list, add tracks to the cloud list, and then you play off the cloud lists. What are the differences between a playlist and a cloud list? A playlist is stored on your computer. A cloud list not only is stored on your computer, but it's stored online on Virtual DJ under your login. Well, what does this mean? Well, this means if you are logged into Virtual DJ under another machine, whatever you add or remove from a cloud list on one device will be in sync with the other device. That's right. So essentially, you could create all of your playlists as cloud lists, and whatever you have on one device will show up on the other device as long as you're signed in under your user. Now, of course, you need an internet connection, and the music has to be there. The music doesn't have to be in the same folder. As soon as the cloud list is loaded, Virtual DJ will automatically scan your database and find the song for you. If you don't have the song at all, it will actually look at one of your streaming softwares like Deezer or iDJ Pool. So it's got you covered in a couple of different ways. It's failed a couple of times, but 99.9% of the time it's been pretty tight for me. Now, what else can you do? Well, since this cloud list is online, you can share it first off. So there's a lot of different uses for this. We can chat about this down the road. Let me show you how to do this. In Basics, here's some playlists that are already here, or cloud lists that are already here. So most played 2020, and then iTunes, country. You can right click, add a new playlist. Let's just create a quick playlist here. Test playlist. Go down here, add the tracks to the playlist. Now, that is the basics of it. You're signed in with your users. You've got, linked playlist. Now, let's dig in a little bit. You've got to go online for this one. There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can obviously go to the website and sign in, or you can right-click and just click Manage Cloud List. This will bring you right to the website, right to where you need to be. If you ever need to get back to this cloud list and you're logging in, all you have to do is click on Sets and Cloud Lists, and that will bring you right to your cloud list page. Now you can see, there's the guys most played 2020. I know what you're thinking. There's the folder I just played, or I just created, and then here is the iTunes Top 100. I'll talk about that there in a moment. So these are the playlists. Now, how do you share playlists? How do you join playlists with someone else? Well, you've got to be friends with them first. So go to Profile, find out you have no friends, and then go to the Friends homepage. Well, I know my buddy Pete has got a playlist waiting for me. So I'm searching for his user, and I see there's Peter's Jammy Jams. So that is a cloud list that Peter created under his user, and all I did was go to Profile. That's where you find your friends. Go to Friends homepage, and then when the search user box comes up, I searched for Peter Acola. That is not your user login for Virtual DJ. You have like an alias or a nickname in Virtual DJ. That is what you would find. And then you search that person. So once you find all of their playlists, or cloud list I should say, what you can do is view all of the tracks. Now, we didn't put any music. This is just for example, but this is one of Peter's playlists or cloud lists he created. For me to view this anytime I want, I've got to go over into subscribe and click on subscribe. Now, this playlist is public. He can also create a private one. So instead of subscribe, you can click subscribe and he'll have to approve it. That's something we can talk about at a later time. But to keep this simple, I just searched and subscribed. Let's go back to Virtual DJ. Right-click, refresh, and there's Peter's cloud list. Now, there is no difference between this cloud list that Peter created and this cloud list I created on this video. This is under Peter's user, and as he throws songs in this playlist, whatever they may be, whether it be, hey, Pete, keep track of the top 20 country for me, or Pete, do me a favor, throw all the 10 songs that are getting you jazzed for weddings, this is what I want. So he can share that with me, and now I can't change it. But I can ask for administrative privilege. We can share it together. We can do multiple users on this. But that's something we can talk about down the road. This is just to give you an idea of how this works. Now, to go a little further with this, you'll notice this iTunes Top 100 country. Don't be bashful, boys. We all got it. We're not perfect at every genre of music. Let's go back to Virtual DJ. We're going to hit the cloud list. We're going to click Sets, go back to our cloud lists. You can browse cloud lists. This will give you some generic cloud lists that people have. But keep scrolling all the way to the bottom, and you're going to notice this iTunes chart. Let's pick a genre we may not be good with. Let's say hip hop and rap. You just click that. Click on the iTunes chart. You can see the hip hop and rap. All of the songs pop up. And then what can we do? We can subscribe. That way when we go back to Virtual DJ, do a quick refresh. Here's the top 100. Now, this isn't always 100% all the time. This isn't always accurate, but it is pretty darn close. Now, my hard drive's not plugged into this computer, so it's not pulling up the song directly. So this is what it looks like if you don't have the song. You simply click on the magnifying glass. It will use one of your streaming devices, streaming services. Mine's Deezer, and it'll pull up different versions of the song, most popular. Now, you can adjust your search right from in here as well. So you can do a custom search based off of that. So sometimes if you don't have the song, it does give you the option to go look for it. So you get your charts, ways to get your music, ways to share with your friends. There's a couple other features that, as far as setting up the cloud lists and making them private and auto-updating that you can set, but that's a little bit more, I wouldn't say advanced, but a little bit more getting into detail, which I have no problem going over at any time. So hit me up if you got any questions, and I hope